Butterfly, fly here with me.
Welcome to my summer house. I've just touched on the idea of practicing a little bit, and I was just listening through some old files on my computer the other day, and I just thought I'd give an example of just a moment where, I don't know, you could really, in just literally one practice, literally one run through of a song, with other people involved in maybe forming a band type thing. I've never had a band, but I've had the potential of bands, and in those brief moments where I've had the musicians to kind of step behind a song, it's amazing what can be done with a song, even with just one practice together. And so I had two songs, one which is a song called "See Past the Eyes," which I wrote and used the song in schools, really to challenge sort of how we look at other people, to try and look beyond the surface, sort of looking at sort of back then the idea of bullying and trying to get past a lot of that sort of stuff, which I had always obviously played the guitar, but then one day I sat with my friend who could play piano, and we just had a go at the song through the keyboard, and it just seemed to sound really nice. So I'm just going to pop that on, and also a while back in 2004 time, I wrote a series of songs called 8 Days, where I wrote a song and recorded it straight away every day for 8 days, after being part of going to a folk festival, seeing a guy dance on a wooden mat, with his DMs on, and I thought this was amazing. Amongst all these kind of folk instruments, that this guy literally got up in the middle of the hall at the back of this pub in Colchester, I think it was, and just this was the first time I'd ever been to a folk night. I went with a friend, and they say that randomly in the middle of the night this man got up and literally carried this, two bits of wood that had a hinge on it and folded out, and he put it on the floor and started dancing on this wooden mat, with his DMs. And I didn't know what this thing was called technically. It just reminded me of like a chopping block, that you might be chopping your vegetables on. And as I wrote this song, I sort of imagined myself sort of, I don't know, being in going up for the loose, having sort of committed a crime in the past where the old lynching was the thing, and I imagined sort of being on the last rites and deciding the last thing you wanted to do was to dance. So whilst you're in the loose, and I think I reflected on my relationship that I had in the past that didn't work out, and it was almost like, when you're at the point of death of a relationship at that point, I just imagined saying, well, do you know what, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out dancing. And I think Kylie Minogue recently wrote a song along those lines. So yeah, but anyway, I just kind of randomly wrote this song one evening, and it was quite late at night when I wrote it, at 1 o'clock in the morning I think, and I literally recorded it straight away, and literally had my little drum, which I've used here in a few videos, and I think I even stuck a little sock on the end of the beater to make it sound a bit more like a bass drum, and stumbled upon this kind of slapping the guitar a bit sound that seemed to just work really well. I don't know, I just enjoyed doing it. It was a lot of fun, and then began to write songs every day for 8 days, a new song every day for 8 days. But anyway, I'm going to show you, I'll do a clip that has the original that I first made, that first recording literally of this song, and then you're going to hear me playing it with a band and the sound that just came out. a piano player that I knew very well, had been hiding a secret that he actually played bass guitar really well too. And I found out he played bass guitar, and I gave him a bass guitar, and he didn't just play bass. He could do all the slap funk stuff, and it was awesome. So him, and another friend who could play drums and all sorts of other instruments, got together. We just had a couple of, we stumbled upon a good sound, I think, but we just didn't have the chance to really progress it because just life weren't in the right place for us all to really go for it. But it's really great for sort of seeing the potential if the road had been a bit different for developing a song, making a full sound. And maybe in the future I'll get a chance to have a band and do all these songs properly, or whatever. But it's just, I thought it'd be interesting for you to see that progression. A little song made up and taken to another level by having a little practice and working with other instruments and other musicians. Looking for people to work with your songs is a wonderful thing. Enjoy. So this is See Past the Eyes and Chopping Block. Imagine a man dancing on a mat, or a man dancing on the timber decking before being hung for his crime, or a man just, is at the end of himself, he's lost his woman, and he's decided he's going to dance anyway, and solve his problems by dancing, find hope for the future through dancing, and a brilliant idea. Take care.
I say you're so beautiful, and I say that heaven's in your eyes. I say you're so wonderful, but I can't see past the eyes. I don't know the things you hide inside. I don't know the things within your mind. I don't know the things you have to deal with. I don't know the tears you have not cried. If I could take a look inside you now, what would I find? A truth or a lie? You say that I'm ugly, and you say that no one looks my way. You say that I'm worthless, but you can't see past the eyes. You don't know the things I hide inside. You don't know the things within my mind. You don't know the things I have to deal with. You don't know the tears I have not cried. If you could take a look judge upon a look, and with one glance do we despise? How can we know what's the truth or a lie if we can't see past the eyes? We don't know the things they hide inside. We don't know the things within their minds. We don't know the things they have to deal with. We don't know the tears they have not cried. If we could take a look inside them now, what would we find? The truth or a lie? I say it's so beautiful, and you say that I'm ugly. How can we judge upon a look if we can't see past the eyes? You were always meant to be free.